Zen Master Shunryo Suzuki Roshi said that we talk about this practice in order to provide some idea of the way. But actually, it's not something to talk about, but something to practice. So let's practice together. I will be guiding during this meditation using the breath and the body primarily as anchors. But as always, if that's not something that's comfortable for you or you'd like to work with something different, I've kind of landed on a slogan that rhymes. So you can use your hands, your feet, or your butt on the seat. Or you can use the field of sound. These are all other potential anchor options, so feel comfortable to use whichever one will best support your practice. Or if you want to play around with sensing your breath and your hands at the same time, or your breath and your feet, you can also do that. We can also play around with cycling through feeling our right hand and then our left hand, or vice versa, left then right. And then our right foot, then left foot, or vice versa. Just for like 30 seconds to a minute at a time, or whatever feels comfortable, you can just cycle through each of your hands and feet. But as I said, I'll guide primarily using the breath and the body. And in an effort to help us recognize where our attention is and what it might be caught on, I may leave a little more space in between guidance to allow you to practice on your own a little more. And then I will guide us through noticing what has caught our attention, if it's caught on something, and then call us back to our breath or our body or the other anchor of your choice. So we can just begin by finding a comfortable posture for our body. Whatever is necessary for your body. You can stand if you want to. You can sit or lie down. You can sit in a chair or on the ground or on a cushion. And it's generally good for our posture not to be too slouched or hunched over if you can. So if you are standing or sitting, you can lengthen up through your spine and neck. It doesn't have to be super forceful. You can just be intentional about your posture. I often will rock slightly side to side and like kind of slowly letting those movements get smaller and smaller until I find a central point of balance. And you can do the same thing with front to back. You can just kind of rock and find a point that feels good and balanced for you, just so nothing is too strained. And we can also tilt our head front to back and side to side too, and find that same sense of alignment, however is best for your needs. And don't let anything be too strained. Just letting our head, neck, back, and hips be roughly in alignment. And you can let your hands be on your knees or at your side or interlinked or on your belly or chest, wherever's comfortable for you. And close your eyes if you'd like, or let them be open or slightly open. whatever you prefer. And if it's comfortable, you can start by taking a few deep breaths. And we can relax our diaphragm, our chest and our belly so that the breath isn't restricted or constricted. You might just let the shoulders be at ease, letting our arms and hands rest easily. You can feel the weight of them hanging at your side. Loosening the jaw now, letting it slightly hang. And we can relax our forehead and around our eyes. And however you can, just let the whole face and body be soft. And we can let our hearts be soft as well, with an intention to receive whatever arises in a spirit of curiosity and kindness. And wherever our attention currently is, we can just notice what it's on. And then we allow it to come to rest on the breath. We can sense breathing in our belly, or in our chest, or in our nose, or in the expanding and contracting of our back. But just sense it wherever it's easiest for you. If it's at all difficult to sense our breath, we can place a hand on our belly or chest, feeling the rise and fall of the breath in the palm of our hand. And just let the breath be however it is. Just witness the rhythm of the breath like waves on the surface of the ocean. And now, with a sense of curiosity and kindness, just notice whatever your attention might be on. If it's thinking, we can notice thinking. If it's feelings or emotion, we can notice and acknowledge this too. Maybe the attention is dancing around a lot from one thing to another. Just noticing how it is, whatever might have captured our attention. See if it changed how we feel, whether it was pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. And then noticing the space around what captured our attention, we can just come back to the breath or another anchor if you so choose. And just let this practice be simple. As we breathe in, we just know that we are breathing in. And as we breathe out, we can know we are breathing out. Noticing the pauses in between our breath. Being mindful of the breath isn't about breathing in a specific way, but rather witnessing each breath however it appears, whether it's long or short, deep or shallow, fast or slow. If we need to deepen our attention or help it stay grounded at all, we can intentionally pause a little longer at the top and bottom of our breath. We can hold it slightly at the top and at the bottom. And just sensing our body being filled and releasing and emptying. Our body is always doing this for us without us ever having to notice it. So here we are, and we can just notice it. And with a sense of curiosity and kindness, just check to notice what your attention is on in this moment. Was it on your anchor, or did it shift to another sensation? Or was it thinking? Was it words or visuals? A memory from the past? Some plan or fantasy about the future? Maybe an argument or a hurt feeling or a conversation that needs to be had. Just notice what's here. Notice the mood of the moment. And see if you can invite a sense of allowing it to be as it is for right now. And if you sense that it's in need of your kind attention, you can offer a kind or nourishing gesture, such as a hand on the heart or the back of the head or the neck. And just come back to the breath as it moves in and out. We can take a few deep breaths if we like. It is recognizing that our attention was caught and returning our attention to our anchor that is the essence of our mindfulness practice. And like sitting at the beach, watching the waves move in and out, we can just follow the breath flowing in, sensing the pause at the top of our breath, follow it flowing out, and sensing the pause at the bottom. Staying present with our breath, we can begin to open up to the whole body now. Just sensing the whole body as it rests in space and breathes in and out. Noticing the air moving through us and perhaps sensing any movement in the air around us as well. Noticing our body making contact with the ground or the seat beneath us. Sensing gravity supporting our body and keeping it held to the ground or to the seat. Noticing any sensations like pressure or temperature. Do things feel cool or hot? We can sense this within our body as well as outside of our body, on our skin. Tingling or tightness. But just keep the breath in the background as you sense your whole body. And just check to see now, what is the narrative of this moment? Was our attention caught on something? Just notice what it was on. You can name if it was thinking, worrying, remembering, planning, creating, or judging. And just notice whether things feel pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. And we can just acknowledge what's here in a spirit of curiosity and kind attention. Investigating how things are showing up in our body and our mind. And then just come back to sensing the whole body as it rests and breathes. As we sense the breath in the body, we can also be aware of the field of sound as it constantly changes. And we don't have to make any effort to receive it, it's just sound appearing in our awareness. And we can notice our visual field as well. If your eyes are closed, this can be like gazing out at the night sky. And keeping the breath in the background, sensing our whole body resting and being held by gravity. Sensing our sight and sounds as they come and go. Sensing our thoughts as they come and go. Sensing any changes in the feeling tones of pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral. And again, with curiosity and kindness, we can just check to see what our attention is on. What is the narrative of this moment? What are we believing? Has it changed our mood or how things feel in the body? If our attention was caught, we can just notice what it was on. We can name what it was. Noticing whether things are pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. And just begin again by returning your attention back to sensing the body breathing and resting in space. Present for whatever arises around the waves of the breath. Allowing our awareness to open up now to sense others practicing, whether in person or online. Sensing that they also have their own stories and sensations playing out in their mind and body. And they may have the same intention to wake up, perhaps touching the wish that they might have ease in their mind and body as well. Sensing our shared humanity, and our shared awareness and heart that includes the whole world and all beings. May all beings touch peace beyond understanding. And noticing light and color coming back in, you can gently open your eyes if they are closed. We can still notice our breath in the background, even as we begin to move our bodies if we need to. Feeling the sensations there. We can stay mindful of the movement. And we're learning to bring a sense of presence to our life in each moment as it unfolds. So we can be grateful for having taken this time to practice being present for our life. And thank you for your presence and your attention and your practice.